Second Life Leader is based on the convergence of three elements. The first one is finance. This is, of course, coming from my personal finance background. The second is technology. A lot of my career has been in the technology industry, and most specifically in the deployment of technology in order to create value for the enterprise. But then the third element is reinvention, and this comes from both my work in corporate transformations and my personal reinventions after my 5 years of personal and career trauma. So when we look at the intersection between these areas, there's a few things that stand out. The first is when we have an overlap between finance and technology without reinvention. This is when we get operational efficiency where the system runs, but the business doesn't really change. This will be fine for a while, but it can result in the business becoming uncompetitive over time, as I experienced at Intel. The second is when you have technology and reinvention, but you do not incorporate finance. This is where you have a tool-led transformation. This is the proverbial shiny object syndrome that many companies get enamored with, which is where they are changing, they are driving tools, but it isn't necessarily driving value. And the third one is where we have a finance-driven reinvention that is not leveraging technology. And so in a lot of cases, what happens is you have a really great intent, a desire to go out and really transform the company, but you don't have the leverage that technology gives you to really execute at that leapfrog level. And then finally, in the middle is where we have what I call the transformation OS. And this is where we have the constraints aligned, where we have leverage from technology applied, and the identity of the company is changed. This is the confluence of all three circles, and this is what Second Life Leader is really all about.